Hi, welcome back. This is G-Man, My World 67, here at my desk, and I just got in two more packages. I know I said I was going to stop buying. A couple of these are packages that I had gotten actually, and they're just now coming in. There are about 3 or 4 more packages that I have bought um, that I had just purchased when I had made that statement, and so they're coming in this week, hopefully. And so there's going to be about 5 packages altogether that will wind up this year for me. And now that does not include me having to buy parts or so forth and so on, which I'm hoping I won't have to do a lot of this year, because I'm going to scrap out some stuff that actually I usually get and I end up fixing up. But this time around, we're going to use every bit of scrap that we have, which still probably going to require me to buy some parts, but that's okay. All right, here we go. I got in these two today, and I believe there's another one that's coming per Fed Express. And I think, like I say, I think I've got 2 or 3 more coming, and that will wind us up for the year. Now, as you can see off to the right here, I have the William Crooks, and I am doing a video or a couple of videos on that William Crooks to let you see that I have started on it and how far we're getting with it. Okay, let's get this open. Get the camera situated here. Kind of hard. Get to it there. Okay, there we go. Give you a wide angle. As I say, I started a video on that William Crooks, and it should be, the first one should be available later on this afternoon or later this evening. I want to suggest to all of you, be careful, be safe. I know I think about this every time I open a box now. Of course, I always have been leery of germs and diseases. And so I try to take precautions, and hopefully I've been precautioned enough. I don't wear gloves, and I probably should, but I do keep my hands saturated with hand sanitizer, and I find myself washing them very, very often, especially after I open packages and move around outside of my house. Even in my house, if I touch something that I've had for a while that's just been sitting around, just makes sense to clean up your hands and to keep things clean. Speaking of clean, this is an American Flyer pre-war gondola. I think it was number 486. The numbers are gone off of it, but there it is. Now, really, I don't have a lot to do to this. Touch it up, put some wheels on it, and away we go. It's got all the steps. It's not dented up. It does have a few scratches, a few places to show wear, but it's in really nice shape. This is an operational upper bottom gondola, and you turn this crank and it allows these to open, and you turn it back and it closes them. That one's not closing very tight, but we're not going to worry about it. So we're going to be working with that at a later date, as I say. These were some things that I didn't have, and since I decided not to get any more this year, I decided to go ahead and pick up a few of the items that I have needed for a while and not gotten. This one here is another gondola. This is also pre-war. And it's a little older than this one. This one is actually from the 3/16 production. This one is actually in the old gauge, the original old gauge. Now this is really shiny, a little bit wavy too, so it might have been repainted, but it was nicely done. Ends are black. The ladders have been cleaned. So we'll put trucks on this, and I might strengthen this bottom just a little bit, I don't know, but we'll see when we get around to it. Those are those two items of interest. That I got strictly for my operational purposes in my collection, if you will, now that I have so many trains again. And then we got this box. That was a little tough. They really wrapped this good. This is my American Flyer pre-war 060 switcher. They even labeled it for me so they'd know which one it was. This is another one of those engines that I've always wanted to get hold of and never did get. I also wanted one in S gauge and I never did get it either. So at a later date, if I ever find one in a good price range, it doesn't need a lot of work, it's not missing a lot of parts. There it is. The 429. Now, I am going to check this out in the very near future. Clean it up. And we're going to see how it runs and if it runs, which I was told that it does, or it will. Touch it up and run it on the layout. Which, by the way, I still haven't done a video again on the layout because I haven't really been able to get out there much and work on it. But I had this time. I am trying to get out there and spend a little time. And I am going to be doing a video on the layout in the very near future. If anyone is interested. All right. Well, that's all I have for you guys for today. I just wanted to share those with you. I think this is my biggest find and one of the most favorite additions is going to be to my pre-war American Flyer collection. I've still got to get a tender